Am I on? Am I on? I'm live. Hello, hello, everybody. Hey, Brian, James Eller. Welcome, Danny. Welcome. There we go. Hello, everybody. Good to see you all. Hey, Mark. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, everyone. Hey, Expressions. How are you doing? Get a little more space here. All right, there we go. How are you, Wayne? Hope everybody is doing well. Hey, William E. Good afternoon to you too. It's nice to be live, man. Wasn't able to do it last week. Well, I actually could have done it, but I didn't know because my electricity was so messed up. So it's nice to be back on schedule. Brian, you're at the laundromat. Did I read that correctly? I'm not scrolling. Darn it. There we go. Hey, Hobo Rob. Shoot. Sorry, guys. It wasn't scrolling for me. Welcome, Hobo Rob. Hey, Paul Maverick. Sorry, guys. Let me catch up here. I don't know why this doesn't scroll sometimes. Sometimes it's fine and other times it just gets stuck. It's probably something I'm doing. I'm quite sure it's user error, but see, like now it's scrolling fine, but occasionally it'll stick. I'll get there. It's hard to get really good at this doing it once a week because there's just, the practice doesn't really build on itself when it's only once a week. I always feel kind of clumsy. That's all right. Has anybody gotten out to hunt in the past few days? Or over the weekend? Hey, Todd McDonald. How are you today? Welcome. I actually saw 2 detectorists on the beach on Wednesday. One of them is the guy who doesn't fill in his holes, but the other guy was visiting from Guadalajara. So he's just a visitor. So he won't be a regular. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen 2 guys out. Well, it's not, I have met up with 2 guys once, but they're both people that I know and they're real nice. Rain for you, Brian? Oh, great Expressions. How'd it go, Wayne? That's awesome. Well, enjoy your lunch. I'm glad you're keeping us company while you take your break. What part of Indiana are you in? You got out yesterday, Mark? Excellent. How'd it go? Kool-Aid. No, this is a Jamaica tea. It's really popular in Mexico. It's actually a combination of Jamaica and something called rooibos, or I don't know what it is in English. I think it's Rooibos, I think. 2 days, Brian. Awesome. Hey, Bill. Hey, Paparouse. How are you? Hey, Mark. Made that left at Albuquerque. I'm a long way from Albuquerque, but you're welcome anytime. Oh, that's cool, Wayne. You were hunting with Shane. Awesome. I'm glad you guys got out. It was slow for you, Mark? Southeast Indiana. Cool, Wayne. Hey, NorCal. How are you today? Welcome. Got to catch up again. Sometimes the chat sticks. Oh, you're in Kentucky tomorrow, Wayne? Oh, I love Kentucky's such a pretty state. Hey, Colonel. Welcome. I had a pretty good day yesterday, I will say. I had a good day yesterday. Tuesday, not so much. Tuesday kind of sucked. No, Tuesday really sucked. But yesterday was good. Good. I'm glad you're doing well, Bill. All right. Now I'm all caught up. Brian says I'm talking, but my lips aren't moving. They're moving on my end. Did my camera freeze? I'm not a ventriloquist. I'm not good at that. Oh, awesome, Mark. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, so you got out. Well, did your lawnmower chew up any old coins? Any clunk, clunk, clunks in mowing the lawn? If not, I guess you're doing all right. Oh, they are now, Brian. Welcome, everybody. Please don't forget to hit that like button for me if you don't mind. I'll tell you, I'll give you guys a little teaser. I found quite a few firsts yesterday, actually. Oh, plenty of clothes, just not the good kind. I hear you, Mark. When I lived in Florida, I found an old the push, like the real mowers, the old push ones, not the electric, not no motor, just the roller. I found one at a garage sale for $5 and I loved that thing. It worked so well. It was awesome. It was one of my favorite because I hated mowing the lawn. It was my least favorite job of all house jobs. I hated it. I've always hated it my whole life. It's my least favorite thing to do. But that little rolling motor was just awesome. You're drinking chocolate milk. You found treasure. Good. Are you searching for treasure? Well, enjoy your chocolate milk, Wayne. I loved it. It worked so well and it was just silent and just peaceful. It was much more meditative than that rumbling motor with all the gas smells and oil and I hated it. I love that little rolling motor. And I had a decent sized lawn, but it was all, Florida's so flat that it was easy and, just you could zip right through it. No maintenance other than just keeping the blades clean and giving them an occasional file. That was it. I found a very blingy toe ring yesterday. I'm going to give you guys a little sneak preview because this will be in Monday's digs. My first toe ring, but it's really, really blingy. Look at that. It's ridiculous, but fun. It was fun to find. There were a few firsts yesterday. Tuesday, not so much. Tuesday, I found a whole lot of trash and 1 peso and 50 centavos. So that's not going to make a video. Yes, I don't like the odors at all. It's one reason, like if I'm in a car, I really prefer the air conditioner. Not so much because of the temperature, but I just don't like smelling the road smells. All the exhaust and gas and diesel, and I don't like it. Yeah, it was fun, Brian. So does a toe ring count as a ring? What's the official detectorist ethics there? Does it count? It's blingy. Okay, it counts. Everybody's saying it counts. Good. So I can add another ring to the tally. I don't know that I'd count a nose ring or a belly ring. That would be I don't like piercings. I'm not a piercings person. If I found a nose ring or a belly ring, I think I would not. I mean, I guess I would count it because it's fun to count, but they would be given away quickly. It's not for me. I know people lose belly rings. I don't know how you lose a nose ring though. Although the partying that some of these guys do on our beach, who knows? Oh man, 4 Schlitz can't. Oh, 1 foot deep, man. That's rough. That's not fun. Sorry, NorCal. That is not fun. Hey, Trash Panda, how are you today? Welcome. I found part of an earring, Brian, but not the part that counts. Let me see if I can show you part of the photo. Um, let's see. I don't want to show you all the good stuff. I found that part of an earring. So I found the ear part, just not, not the dingly part. And that's not really a ring. That's a hook. All good. It was a good day. It didn't start out good. It started out pretty. I was not in the best mood after 2 hours of digging nothing but trash. I didn't even find a peso for over 2 hours. But I kept going and it ended up all right in the end. All right in the end. Usually, well, not always. Trash Panda, you did a video about persistence, right? A few weeks ago? How persistence pays off. Wasn't that in your title? I think you did. It usually does. You get something. Yeah, Tuesday I went out. Okay, so you guys know that I've got all this legal crap going on, and I invited my attorney to go out so that he could decompress a little bit and relax. And I gave him the Simplex Light, and I took the Xterra Elite. Dude found 9 coins. 9 coins. I found one peso. 1 peso and 50 centavos, and he found 9 different coins. Couldn't believe it with the Simplex Light. Oh, that's cool, Trash Panda. So you have a goal and you just keep going until you. I go until my arm wants to fall off. Or, I mean, if it's a really good day, then I stop when I've got a good haul. But Yeah, I pretty much go until my arm is about to fall off. An 11 can bud spill. Oh, Bill, that sucks. That is not fun. Yep, it's true, Brian. You do occasionally get skunked. Very true. Take care, Wayne. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. You good. You good, Sam Dog. You good. Sam just came in from doing her business. You good, girl? Well, it's funny because 2 weeks in a row with the MindLab Xterra Elite, I didn't find very much. You guys saw the compilation video I did for last Monday digs. I just didn't find very much. And granted, I was a day later than I usually am, and I figured someone else had gone through. But then when my attorney went out and he found a 5 peso coin and 8 1 peso coins, and I found 1 peso and 50 centavos. I thought maybe the external elite's just not that great with coins. I mean, it goes deep. It's awesome. I mean, I really like it. Hey, All Diver Greg, how are you today? I thought, well, I mean, I love the MindLab Xterra Elite for its range of tones and being able to discriminate and being able to use it in wet sand. But I thought, well, maybe it's just not that great with the pesos because I just found myself going deeper and deep, digging so deep for little tiny itty bitty bits of iron that would just keep falling through my scoop. Like it wasn't even worth picking them up. They were so tiny. I couldn't even get them in the scoop. And I thought, well, maybe it's just not that great at coins. And so yesterday, no, not yesterday, Tuesday, um, no, it was yesterday. Well, it doesn't matter what day it was, Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember exactly. I took both machines out and I covered an area with the MindLab Xterra Elite. And then I went over it again with the Simplex Lite because I just wanted to see if because the Simplex Lite is a coin magnet, man. That thing is incredible with the pesos. And I did find two other coins with the Simplex Lite that I did not find with the MindLab. And I found maybe 3 other pieces of trash that I didn't find with the MindLab. But they're both pretty small coils. And so there's every probability that I didn't cover every square inch of sand with either or the other. So it's very likely that the MindLab Xterra Elite would not have missed the coins. And if it missed 3 coins, that's really not a big deal. And so but I did do a test because I thought how is it that I'm not finding pesos with the Xterra Elite when I find a whole lot with the Simplex. But it turns out that the 2 weeks in a row, someone had been there before me. And then when I did the comparison test, there was the Simplex did find a few coins that the Xterra Elite missed, but it might have been because I didn't swing directly over those coins with the Xterra Elite, because they're small coils. So the Xterra Elite definitely goes a lot deeper. But that's not always a good thing because I don't necessarily want to dig, 100 pieces of trash really deep because then I'm tired. Yeah, very true, Brian. Very, very true. But I did want to see how they compare. Hello there, Aiko? Pesos? You want me to say pesos or besos? For those of you guys, okay, pesos with a P is money. Besos with a B is kiss. Besos from Mexico. Aiko Sipe. That's funny. It's funny how we notice those little things in other languages and not so much our own. So it sounds like you guys have gotten out a bit. That's really cool. I'm glad to hear it. Y'all are gonna, for winter, winter is my high season. You guys are gonna be blowing me away in the summer. Summer here is dead. I don't know how it's gonna be for my videos in summer because there's just nobody here, or very few people, I should say. William E., my beaches are pretty trashy. And I also like the smaller coil because I'm only 5'3" and like 125 pounds. Here's the burrow. Okay. Okay. Um, and so for me to swing the larger coil is just a lot more tiring. So I prefer. I know, oh, Diver Chi-Chi's, exactly. And it was such a popular chain in the late 70s, 80s, maybe. I don't remember into the 90s, but and do you guys know, all right, when Greg says that the word Chi-Chi's makes him laugh. Hey, Mishka, how are you today? Welcome. Very much welcome to you. It well, okay, so for those of you who don't know, Chi-Chi's is slang for boobs. It's not a bad word. It's equivalent to boobs. It's not the T word. It's just like, hey, boobs. It's not a naughty word. It's just a normal colloquial word. But the fact that there is this big restaurant chain named Chi-Chi's is like, really? So yeah, it's funny. Good point, Greg. I hadn't thought about that in a while. Yeah, very funny. And the other one that I think is funny, hey, Lucinda, how are you today? Hey, Amanda, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Please don't forget to hit that like, guys. Another one that I thought was funny. I mean, this is really, going way back. But remember the Chevy Nova? And, Chevrolet wondered why it didn't sell in Mexico, but Nova means no go in Spanish. Nova, no go. So selling a car that doesn't go is probably not the best marketing decision. All right, 8 more minutes. We'll run this winner's race. See who gets it. Well, thank you, Echo. Appreciate it. Muchas gracias. James Zeller. I know it is funny, Greg. The first time I learned of that, I was just howling about it. I thought it was so funny. Oh, excellent. I'm glad you just got done with work, Amanda. I am doing great. It's nice to be live with you guys after the disaster last week. So I actually lost 2 subscribers because I didn't go live. When I put out the race on the winner's race on the video, I had 2 unsubs from it. It's like couldn't really be helped, but that's all right. The right folks come and the wrong folks go. It all works out. Amanda, what is your work? Is that if that's not too personal to ask in a public chat? Oh, is it the same name Taco Bell gives, Brian? Thank you. Thanks, Greg. Very, very much so. Exactly, Lucinda. I mean, you can't worry about that. I'm much more interested in having fewer of the right folks in the right community than a big number that just is, the wrong people. I know, Greg. I've got roosters. I've got the burro. Hey, Danny. Well, the burro was displaced for a little while because they also have a stallion. It's my neighbor right down the mountain. And they also have a stallion, and someone brought their mare to get bred by the stallion. And because the burro is also male, the burro was displaced. He's newly back now. Ah, gotcha, James Zeller. Gotcha. Did you, Trash Panda? I know, I agree with you, Trash Panda. It's strange. Well, I do actually unsub to channels I don't watch ever because oh, thank you so much, Mark. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very kind. I will have quite a few tacos on you for that. Thank you. Appreciate it very much. I don't unsub to anybody who has under 1,000 subscribers ever because they need that number if they want to get monetized. Um, oh, okay, Amanda. Gotcha. But if there's a channel that has a lot, like a few thousand subs, and I don't watch them regularly, I actually do unsub, not to be unkind to them, but to be kind. Because if I'm not watching their channel and they are going after brand deals and stuff, they have to show what percentage of their subscribers watch their videos. And also, the YouTube algorithm generally first puts out your video to your subscribers. And if a certain percentage of your subscribers don't bother watching, YouTube says, oh, well, the people who are supposed to be interested aren't that interested. We're not going to show it to other people. So I do like once a month go through, and with those caveats, I kindly unsub if my subscription isn't helping the channel. Does that make sense? I know, Danny, you're so close to 1,000. It's awesome. Hey, Dina, how are you today? Welcome. Oh, that's great, Trash Panda. Good for you. That's awesome. I mean, the channels I really like, I wish I could sub to, sub a few times, but you've only got the account you've got. So, yeah, understand, William E. I understand. Yeah, I try to be as kind to growing channels as I can, and I try not to hurt channels that have already reached the monetization point. So it's a dance, but I am mindful of it. Oh, what time is it? 2:27? 3 more minutes. We'll run this race. Good. I'm glad you're doing great, Dina. Oh, awesome, Dina. How'd it go? Was it a pretty day out for you? There's so much to learn about gold prospecting. Trash Panda. I actually met Al Gore once. Mark. Very funny. Very, very funny. No, you don't. You probably gain. You've got a fun show. It's irreverent. It's great. You have two accounts, Brian? That helps. Actually, I will say, I'm not, interested in talking politics necessarily. Oh, that's great, Dina. Super. But I didn't think much of him when he was in office. But in person, he was much more engaging and much more like a real person. I met him because I was a member of the National Press Club when I lived in Washington, D.C. I was a freelance writer, and I was really active on the events committee. So the events committee brought in all the speakers and organized all the events, obviously. And so I was in the green room with them. I was actually just like brushing off any little hairs or dandruff or whatever, like makeup bits from his shoulders before he went out to speak. And so I was in the green room with him for, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 minutes. And he definitely was a personable person off the camera. So that was interesting. You just never really know. Thanks, Trash Panda. I appreciate that. So it was, I mean, I was in my 20s then, so it was an interesting experience. I got to meet a lot of pretty interesting people through that volunteer, you know, experience. I don't remember most of them, but him I remember. I never got to meet the person I most wanted to meet from that time. I really wanted to meet Mikhail Gorbachev. He was on my wish list of people to, encounter because I just thought he was so influential. Again, not saying, I'm not expressing any agreement or disagreement with politics, policies, anything, just in terms of influential figures. I thought he would be very interesting to meet. All right, you guys ready to see who wins this week? So keep in mind, I can't see the chat while I'm going back and forth with the race. So let me share screen and duck race. There we go. Share. I've got to add it. Add scene. All right, that should work, right? You guys can see it? Good? Okay, so let's scroll through, make sure everybody's name is there. We've got 18 this week. I'll just do a little scroll. All right. Let's do a minute 20. Set. Shuffle characters, sound off, and start. So you guys are going to know who wins a few seconds before I do. Hey, Diggin' Louisiana, how are you? Welcome. You guys will know who wins a few seconds before I do because I'm on the streaming platform and there's a little bit of a lag. I wish I could have played music, but I'm not that good at finding copyright-free music yet. Cinda's out in front, Miss Green. Green for the moolah. Palon's catching up, though. I'm glad you're doing great, Diggin' Louisiana. Nice to see you. All right, who's it gonna be? 15 seconds left. You're a strawberry. You are, Bill, aren't you? All right, who is it? Okay, it's Janice. I don't know who that is. I mean, I'm going by the email address, but I don't actually know who that is. Strawberry looks delicious. Oh, they're great. Okay. Yeah, there is Dig in Louisiana, but timing copyright free music on YouTube at the same time I'm doing a duck race, at the same time I'm on a separate streaming platform. It's just a lot to organize. I don't know who it is. I only have the email address. Um, and then I confirm the count of people who do MDM Treasure either on my website or on on my website or on the comments in the video. So I confirm that the count is the same, but I go by the email addresses because if I don't know who somebody is, I don't want to have duplicates so that someone gets an unfair advantage. Okay, so let's find out what that person won. Oops, I got to share screen again. Okay, let's get the mermaids up, see what that person won. Add the scene. Whoops, there we go. There we go. Good one, Amanda. Good one. Maybe so. All right, so those are the prizes. Let's do 20 seconds because I don't even think this person is here. Shuffle, shuffle, sound off, and go. So let's see what they won. I mean, I could certainly just ask them, but I'm so cautious about privacy. That's right, Danny. $10 Amazon. Noted. And there will be another one on Monday. All right. Let's stop sharing the screen. Get back. There we go. Okay, all good. Close that out. There. Oh, no. Don't want it. There we go. That's right. But that person has entered in every single race. So that email address has to be part of our community, but they've never said specifically who they are. Thanks, Mark. Uh-oh. Remove. There we go. I kept messing up. All right. All good now. So I will send them an email and I'll ask. I didn't recognize last week's winner either. It was also someone who had entered every week. And then it turned out to be a part of the community, but I just didn't recognize the email address. So there have been 3 mystery people. One of them is not part of the standard community, but he is a coin collector and he won a mystery coin. And then the other people are all members of the community. And this guy must be too, because this guy, it could be a woman, because they've entered every single time. I did do, for the first one at the beginning of March, I did do some Facebook ads for the contest just to get a little more engagement. But I think I only got like 40 or 50 people extra from that. Hey, Ray Dogs. I'm looking at my dog on the other side of my desk. How are you, Ray Diggs? Welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Ray Diggs, your email doesn't start with BLAW, does it? Now I want to know who it is now that they won. Yeah, every week there are a couple outliers of people I don't know who they are. Mostly I do, but some no. Can you guys hear that? The chirping? Those are parrots. Did I get disconnected or did chat just slow down for a minute? I don't think I got disconnected. I think it's still good. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear the squawking, but those are parrots. Okay, good. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate it. You can, Amanda? Yeah, they're really cool. Sometimes they're so loud. Sometimes I have a flock of about 50 in a tree right by my house. They are so loud when all of them get going, especially in the early evening. It is intense. Really, really intense. We have two different kinds of parrots here. We have the smaller green military parrots, and then we have the really big, mostly blue macaws, like the blue and green and yellow macaws. They're gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. You hear me, Brian? Well, hopefully I'm more interesting than a parrot. Guess it depends on how smart the parrot is. Oh, are they, Dina? Working on your internet? Do you have problems with your internet, Dina? Or are they just doing basic maintenance? Oh, Dina, there's a lot. Um, Tons of iguanas. Something similar to an iguana, but it's black. It's called a grullo. They're a little more aggressive. Iguanas aren't aggressive. The grullos are a little more aggressive. Um, we have jaguars, although I've never seen one. I have heard them. Bobcats. We have little, they're sort of like a raccoon, but they're smaller and they've got different coloring, but they do have a mask. They're really playful. They're really curious and fun. Lizards, variety of snakes, not many that are really poisonous, although we do have coral snakes. They suck. I've never seen one, but I know people who have. Um, Lots, the birds are amazing. We have so many bird species here. The birds are amazing. Just some beautiful, beautiful ones. Um, See if I can show you some of my favorites. I know, Amanda, you don't like the snakes. Let's see if I can. I'll show you guys a few pictures if I can find some that are. There we go. Here. Whoops. I just messed it up. Go forward. These are beautiful. These are called magpie jays, and they are just stunning. Absolutely stunning. I don't know if you guys can see that. They are really beautiful. They're one of my favorites. And then let's see. Let's do not. These are really pretty too. These are one of my favorite birds that we have here. They've got an extended tail, So their tail breaks and then it continues at the bottom. These are one of my favorite birds to see. I love the motmots. And then let's see what else. We have so many. There's so many amazing, amazing birds. That one's my favorite. Let's see the elegant trogon too. The elegant trogon is beautiful. This is most people's favorite, but I prefer the motmots. That's the elegant trogon. So, but we have herons, cranes, on rare occasion flamingos, of course pelicans, frigates, all kinds of little bluebirds and sparrows, and a huge variety of woodpeckers. I mean, I can sit outside in the morning for about half an hour with my binoculars, and I'll easily see 20 species of birds. It's incredible how many birds we have. Hey, hi-ho Silver, how are you today? Yeah, they're really gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. I love the birds. Actually, I've got, where is it? Somewhere, maybe underneath, yeah. Got a bird guide for what's here. Oh, this is one that I saw very recently. This little bottom one, right? The little blue one. I just saw that recently. I hadn't seen that one before. So that was really fun. Oh, this one too, the orange-breasted one. Oh, there we go. That one right there. The yellow and light blue one. Flying rodents, pigeons. We have pigeons on the Malecon at the beach. Doing great, hi-ho, thank you. But I don't see pigeons here in the jungle. It's really true, Dina. It's so true. Let's see. These are the parrots that I see a lot of, but the ones I see have more blue in them. We have a lot of those. And then these are the little military parrots. Is that them? Yeah, those are the military parrots right there. Actually, no, both of them. We see both. There's a lot. There's an awful lot here. A lot of different hummingbirds. Oh, yeah. Here's another photo of the mot-mot. That one right there. But that's not as colorful as what they actually look like. It's awesome. Just awesome. Sandblast jays, I love them. I love all the birds here. Hi ho. We were talking about the duck race. Yeah, hummingbirds are really cool. Let me see if they, I know there's a section for, there's the donkey again. Do you, Dina? That's awesome. They show a few hummingbirds here, but yeah, I've seen maybe 5 or 6 different species of hummingbirds. That's awesome that you have them in your garden. I know that the thing is so loud. He's really curious too. Like he'll see me on my balcony and his big old ears perk up and he watches. He's really a cool donkey. Or burro, I should say. Hi-ho Silver, an unknown person won the mystery race today. I'm sure it's someone in our community because they've entered every single week since it started, but I don't know who it is because I go by the email addresses and I just confirmed that the number is correct with the number of people who put MDM treasure in the comments. But it's an email. They've never told me who they are. So I'll figure it out. But it's got to be someone that is part of the community. Doggy wanted it to be a horse race. Oh, Bill. Sounds like your mother-in-law. It's a neighbor's, Dina. I have one neighbor down the mountain, and I have one neighbor sort of diagonally down the mountain, and then I have one side neighbor, although the side neighbor, I can't see their house. The other two, I can see their houses. I know, Mark. I kind of joke because there's so many roosters around in the borough that I'm surrounded by cock and ass. Yes, hi-ho silver. Everybody calls them burros. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm certain that I'll find out who it is because I've got to get their information to send them the prize. So, but yeah, they've always just said the word and put in the correct word and never anything else about who they are. So it's a mystery. Yeah, as far as animals being surrounded by certain animals, it could be worse. Yeah, I love the nature here. I really, really love the nature. It's incredible. There's just so much. Very much hoping that I can stay here for my remaining 5 years. And if not, that'll be okay too. Things work out. But I'm really hoping. Make sure that my chat's scrolling here. It is. Okay, good. Oh, Mark, I hear you. I'm just not much of a people person. No, hi ho silver. I have permanent residency in Mexico. But when I moved in here, I lived here for 1 year, and then I paid out a 10-year lease. But I've been here for 6 years in total. But the rental prices here have increased to the point that the landlord is trying to kick me out. So it's really crappy. It's very unfortunate. I mean, I have a contract, but I am on tribal land, and they don't the normal law doesn't have jurisdiction. So I don't know what's going to happen. Oh yeah, Dina. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people think I'm on a farm too. Brian, I don't think it could be a bot because I don't know that a bot is sophisticated enough to discern the right answer, put in, and then email it to me. Maybe. Yeah, Amanda, it's really stressful. It's really unfortunate. And he's doing his best to drive me out. I mean, like he's cutting my electricity off, he's cutting my water off. It's really ugly right now. It's really, really ugly. And it's just because of greed. I mean, here's the thing that really pisses me off about it is when he was he used to have a wife. She has since left him. I don't blame her. And she had an aneurysm and needed surgery. And I took out a loan to pay for her surgery to save her life. And I said, look, because I had paid 5 years of the contract. And I said, this is going to take care of the remaining 5 years. Like, I'm done now. I have fulfilled my obligation. And he was so grateful and so readily agreed. But now that his wife has left him, he's like, well, that money doesn't matter because she left me. I'm like, it matters to me because I had to, I paid it. Like, you can't erase that just because you're a shitty husband and your wife left you. And I mean, she left him 4 times, and the last one was the end. And, Mexican women do not leave their husbands with 2 small kids for no reason. Like, there's a reason she left 4 times. So, yeah, he's scum, and it's very, very stressful. He's doing his best to run me out of here. Like, they're not, tenant law in Mexico is pretty heavily favored towards the tenant. And yeah, Dina, it was a sacrifice for me. I mean, I had to take out a loan, and it meant that I couldn't do other things. It sucked. Hey, 508, welcome. But, tenant law is that they have to give me notice if they're coming on the property. The landlord has to give notice if they're coming on the property. Well, he's not giving me notice. He and his workers come whenever they want. They know I mainly work from home, so they blast music when they're here. So I get no notice. They blast music. They're tromping all around. My kitchen, I have an outdoor kitchen upstairs, and a couple weeks ago, I went up there to cook, and the workers had put their shoes on my kitchen counters. Like, when they change, when they're done working, they get changed to go back to whatever their life is. They had all put their shoes on my kitchen counter. Like, the ugliness and the disrespect has been really, really challenging. Really challenging. And, I'm alone out here in the jungle on tribal land. Like, I don't feel very comfortable at the moment because everyone here knows that I have no family. Hey, Cajun, how are you today? Yeah, Ray Diggs, it's challenging. Yes, there is a tribal council, but everybody here is related to each other, and I'm the outsider. And everybody here knows that I have no family. So, I mean, I'm a little afraid. I've never been afraid of Mexico. Like, I've never, ever felt unsafe in Mexico, barring 1 or 2 like occasional experiences. But I've been here for 14 years. As a woman, I mean, you women out there know, like, to only be afraid once or twice in 14 years is unheard of. Like, it's once or twice a month or a week, right? So I do, Hi Ho Silver. I have a great attorney, but he's limited in what he can do because this is tribal land, and they don't have to uphold the law. So it's yeah, I'm there's not a whole lot I can say and that can be public, that I can put on YouTube in a public video. It's the situation right now is stressful. Um, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It should be resolved in the next month or two. Nothing happens quickly here, and we've just finished our Easter vacations will end this coming weekend, and then we'll see. But it's ugly. Dina, he's desperate. I mean, the whole reason this started, okay, his wife left him, and about 2.5 months ago, he said to me, he was here doing some work in the garden, and he had given me notice that he was coming, fine. And he said to me, do you think you're going to still want to live here after 5 years? And I said, well, Javi, I don't know. In 5 years, I'm going to be almost 60 years old. I don't know that I'm going to want to climb the mountain, you know, in 5 years. It depends on my health. I said, I love the house. I love it here, but I can't commit to any longer than the 5 years I've already paid for. And he said, well, I lost my house and I'm trying to buy another one, but I need 150,000 pesos. I'm like, well, I can't help you. I mean, I already took a loan out to save your wife's life. I can't, I just finished paying that off. I can't do anymore. I can't, I don't have any more money for you. I'm broke, like really broke. And he's like, well, I really need this money. I'm like, Javi, I'm not your bank. And I have 5 more years on our contract. Like, I'm not going to decide now if I want to live here more years, 5 years in the future. I'm not going to do it. And that's when he started to get ugly. And, desperate people just don't make very good decisions. So if he weren't desperate for money, I don't think I would be uncomfortable. But desperate people make poor decisions. So we'll see. Thank you, Hi Ho Silver. Yeah, I mean, things work out. Things work out. It's not something that I'm gonna. Well, that's not true. It's actually really consuming. I'm trying to like put it in a box over here and say, well, there's not much I can do about it. I mean, I can only do what I can do. And until I can have a hearing in front of the tribal council, there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm just trying to stay quiet. And my attorney's like, don't do anything rash. I know you're pissed. I know it's uncomfortable. Just let them do what they are going to do. Take photos or videos every time they come. And when we can get an appointment in front of the council, we'll do it. But they're not really interested in going up against one of their own. It'll be what it is. So that's the situation. All works out. I've been through worse. This is uncomfortable, but I've been through worse. So, but I appreciate you guys listening actually, because I haven't, like, it's been like really contained. The only person I've been able to talk to is my attorney. And he's certainly, it's not his job to be emotional support. It's his job to be legal support. So I've just been like really bottled up about it. So thank you guys for listening to me about it. I appreciate that very much. It's an unfortunate circumstance. Yeah, it will, Amanda. Things always work out. I mean, they might not seem like they're working out in my favor at the beginning, but things work out. And it's not like I'll be homeless. I mean, I have my apartment in the city, but taking 7 dogs to a little apartment in the city that's a challenging thought. But I do, that if that's the worst that happens to me, then that's all right. Thank you, Dina. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. I can count on you for a laugh, Mark, always, for sure. Cajun Way, I have not done much gold prospecting lately. I really want to. Hey, Treasure Earth, welcome. I mean, I've got my gold pan and I'm learning more and more. I really, really want to do it. And I'm in a perfect location for it. There's a dry creek right behind my house. Obviously in our rainy season, it's a creek, but I think it would be a great place to do some gold prospecting. And then also the river down the mountain has a lot of places where I think some gold could accumulate. Yeah, yeah, Dina, for sure. But I mean, there's a place a 15-minute walk from my house that I can go. So there are so many places right around here. And I certainly could go to that other waterfall, but that's a boat ride it's not super expensive. It's about 100 pesos each way. But I don't have, I've got a river right here. There's so many options, and I'm really curious about it. I just need to get off my butt and go out and do it. Yeah, I'm really interested in it. I did pan, and I think I put this on my member site, but I think I still have a photo on my phone. Dina, you can tell me. I think I've still got, yeah, I do. So the first time I went, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but that was my very first pan. Is that focusing? It's not, yeah, there it's focusing a little better. So I think there are some little flecks in there. That was my very first pan. I haven't been able to duplicate it, but I also haven't tried all that hard. I agree, Cajun Way. You're about 15 minutes from a good gold river. That's awesome, Dina. That is awesome. I know, Cajun Way. I know there's gold here. I know there is. I mean, I'm confident in what I saw, and everybody tells me that there is some. Yeah, there is some black sand in there. That was my first pan, and then I did 4 after that. And I was enthusiastic and I was careless. I got sloppy. And then I haven't done it since. I think I did one other time and I made a big old mess. It's harder than it looks. Like metal detecting, it's harder than it takes more skill than it seems like it should when you see it done. I thought when I first started metal detecting, I thought, well, you just go out and, the thing beeps when you've got metal. And I was watching videos and people saying, oh, it takes about 3 months to really learn your machine. I'm like, how is that possible? But yeah, I was wrong and naive and, smug. I learned quickly. I'm guessing gold prospecting is much the same. It takes a lot of trial and error to start to learn what you're doing. But I'm definitely keen to do it. Definitely keen. Oh, a lot of garnets. Lovely. That's awesome, Dina. Good for you. That is awesome. Yeah, I do want to get some soil out of this dry creek bed right behind my house. I mean, it's like 50 yards behind my house, and it's pretty rocky. I should take some photos of it and get your guys' opinion. But I'm pretty sure there's some gold in there. I don't know how much, but there's got to be some. And no one here does it. No one here looks for gold. They all say it's here, but no one does it. That's great that you're only 15 minutes from a good spot. Hey, bud. My big old dog is here. He's huge. Oh, wonderful. Super, Dina. That's wonderful. How long have you been prospecting? And how long, for any of you guys who prospect, how long does it take before you start to get decent at panning? Oh, that's awesome. A club. Oh, that's cool. How did you get into it? That would actually be a cool panel discussion to get a few of you prospectors up. like maybe 3 different people to come up and talk about prospecting and your experiences. That would be really cool, I think. Would you be willing to do that? You wouldn't have to be on camera if you don't want to. Just voice. Oh, very cool. All right. Trash Panda, you got 4th place. Well, that's almost winning. Hey, Bill H., how are you today? Welcome. Oh, were you? Oh, that's all. I'll go look for it. Was it on Mama Bird's channel? How are you doing, Bill H.? That is awesome. Okay, I'm going to go look for it. I would love to see that. You were out cutting grass too? You and Mark. It's lawn care day. Wow, Bill. That's serious. How long ago was that? When did you do that? And did you enjoy it? I guess is that even a more important question. Understand, Dina. Completely understand. That's awesome, Bill. Yeah, that is one of the nicest things about videos in this community is that there's so much flexibility on whether or not you want to be on camera or not. That was redundant. Whether you want to be on camera or not. Yeah, Brian. Treasure Earth, you have a great day. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Thank you. Some new faces today. That's kind of cool. It's not kind of cool. It is cool. Cheers, Treasure Earth. Thank you. Awesome. That's great. Wow. Oh, really, Mark? You loved it, Bill? That's great. Really great. Yeah, Mark, I actually hate cameras. I don't mind it when I choose it, but I really don't like cameras at all. I hate having my photo taken. Oh, cool, Dina. Very good. Yeah, I really despise having my photo taken. I hate it. I don't. There's some. I don't mind being on. I don't mind being on. Bill H. You don't want to be on camera, and the nice thing is you don't have to. I didn't want to be on camera either when I started this. It was one of the appeals of doing the metal detecting channel. I had no interest in being on camera. And then little by little, I just kind of wanted to push myself a little bit because this community was so welcoming and so nice. And Shane wanted me to come up. I think that was one of the first times I was on camera was when Shane asked me to come on his Thursday night stream. and then Rob and Charlie. Oh no, Bill. It was Bill. Bill was the first one. Papa Rouse, you're the first one who got me up. And I didn't even know what was happening. You sent me a link and said, come on up. And I didn't even know what that meant. And all of a sudden, I clicked the link, and then all of a sudden it was, test your camera and your mic. And I thought, oh, I need to go put on a shirt. Like I didn't know what was happening. I had never done that before. So I had to put clothes on. And then I went up, and that was so much fun. So Papa Rouse was the one that got me started being, getting on camera. Yes, Dina, yeah, it's easier when there's no recording. It is easier. Yeah, it was Papa Rouse's fault. Or credit, whichever word you want to choose. Hearts of Gold is, I don't know Fran Gauthier, but Hearts of Gold, I'm subscribed to that channel. Exactly, Amanda. It's so true. This community is just full of so many nice people. It really makes a difference. That's right. Papa Rouse is the consensus seems to be it's to your credit, not your fault. But yeah, you were the first one who got me on camera, and I had no idea what was happening. Oh, very cool, Dina. Lovely. Take care, Hi-Ho. Have a great one. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day and weekend. Yeah, there are so many nice people here. It's pretty amazing. Oh, thank you, Bill. Thank you very much, Papa Rouse. I never had an interest in doing that. But I do like public speaking. I've always enjoyed public speaking, but that's different than being on camera. I'm pretty comfortable on stage because you're by yourself up there. Like no one can bother you. I was always comfortable public speaking. Dina, have a great one. I hope you find lots of gold. Thank you all. Thank you very much. I'm considering starting another channel too, where I would be more on camera. But well, I don't know. I'm not ready yet. We'll get there. Take care, Dina. Thank you so much. I'll be wrapping up in about 10 minutes too, I think. A few more minutes. Papa Roush, you've had so many interesting experiences. I bet you could write a great autobiography. Okay, Mark, you take good care. Hope your dog eats well. Oh, thank you, Dina. I'm only going to be about another 10 minutes. So we'll be wrapping up here in a few. Another 5-10 minutes or so. I know Mark eats good food. I've got a steak thawing. I'll be having a steak after we get off. I'm getting hungry too. Definitely getting hungry. I've got steak and I've got a homemade horseradish sauce. So, some grated horseradish, some Japanese mayo, some Worcestershire. Should be good. A little sour cream. Think no, not I didn't use sour cream. I used Greek yogurt. Here it is 3:15? It's 3:18 here. Mexico, I don't know if you guys change your clocks. Mexico does not change to daylight savings time. So we are Central Standard Time here. But I usually eat around 10:30, 11, and around 4. And that's it for me. Occasionally I might have some cheese and crackers or something in the evening, but rarely. Thanks, Diggin' Louisiana. I appreciate it. It'll be what it is. Thank you guys for listening to me. Somebody what? Brian, I don't know what you're asking. Yeah, Diggin' Louisiana, you all do. But Ico is in Central America. Or no, are you in Chile? You're in South America. I was thinking Costa Rica for a minute, but you're in Chile. I don't know if Chile changes their clocks. Yeah, there are only a few places in the US that don't, mainly reservations. Take care, Trash Panda. Thank you very much. There'll be another one on Monday. Another chance to win on Monday. Chile. Okay, so it's 5:20 there. So you're 2 hours ahead of me. That's interesting. Where in Chile are you? Are you more north or more central or south? It's a big country. Okay, in Santiago. Wow, it's a pretty big city. Do you detect? Do you metal detect, or mostly do you do gold prospecting, or something else, or none of it? Papa Rouse, when are you able to get back out? I really like watching your videos, Papa Rouse. I like how you structure them. They're just fun. Very enjoyable to watch. Oh, my dog just did a snort. Is that what you heard? The when they do the head shake and the snort. Is that what you're talking about, Brian? Yeah, you did you have your appointment on the 17th, or was that delayed? Hey, baby. Oh, nice. Okay. Papa Ross, you're familiar with the Vanquish, aren't you? I'm very new to it, Aiko. I've only been metal detecting since the end of November, so I am very much a novice. Bill H, it is 26 degrees Celsius, so it's really nice. It's very comfortable. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm guessing mid 70s. Let's say 23, high 70s probably. High 70s, low 80s is my guess. Mid to high 70s. You had your appointment? Okay. Waiting to schedule surgery. Hey Siri, convert 26 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. 78, 79 degrees. Yeah, it's really nice. And it's not very humid either. Bye, Brian. Take good care. Thank you. 65 where you are? Hello, Talca. Brian, you have a great day too, my dear. Thank you. Buenas tardes, Talca. Talca, hay otra persona de Chile aquí. Aiko Talca is in Chile too. Sí, Talca. Hay otra persona aquí de Chile. I can't reach you guys because I'm on the streaming platform. I'm not on YouTube. But yeah, Aiko Talca Detector is in Chile also. Bien, Talca. Muy bien. Ayer muy bien. Yeah, that's true, Bill. I had forgotten that. I had forgotten that equation. You're exactly right. Thanks. I hadn't. It's harder going the other direction. But yeah, Celsius to Fahrenheit's not that difficult to convert. Thank you. I had long forgotten that. I remember the Pythagorean theory, but not that. Ah, qué bueno. And the Pythagorean theory does not have much real world use, but converting Celsius to Fahrenheit does. So there you go. All right, guys, I think I am going to wrap up here. We're at an hour and a half. So let you all get on with your afternoon and evening, and I'm going to go eat. I am hungry. So thank you all very much. Please click that like button if you have not already. And I will see you guys either in the chats online or next Thursday. I'll be back next Thursday. Gracias, Talca, perdón. I wish te deseo mucho éxito también. Sí. Thank you, NorCal. You guys have a great evening, and I will catch up with you soon. Thank you, guys. Have a great one. Bye, everybody.